The world is waiting for us. The world wants to listen to us. There is none of us that cannot do more than we are already doing today, connecting and reaching out to more people. We are powerful. We are full of powers. We are full of possibilities. We are full of energy that we can use to ignite other people. I wanted to see ourselves as candle. You see, you cannot light a candle and put it under your table. Of what use it is? You need to stand on the mountain, let it shine. You are not going to force people to say, hey, come and see me. They will see you because you are a light. There is no way you cannot be seen. We should make sure that your candle is a light.
My story is my strategy. And if we deconstruct that thing that Ben Horowitz says, if your story is your strategy, and strategy is defined as the art of planning the best way to achieve success. Strategy is a grand design, a game plan, a plan of action, a master plan. My story is my strategy. And if we deconstruct that thing that Ben Horowitz says, if your story is your strategy, and strategy is defined as the art of planning the best way to achieve success. Strategy is a grand design, a game plan, a plan of action, a master plan. When you're cut off from the source material of what makes you who you are, the greater family that you're connected to, and you're westernized growing up in North America with the values of the Westerners that are colonizing the people in this part of the world, I felt very disconnected. But in my heart's desire knew that there was something more. And when I began to learn of terms from Ghana, Sankofa, which means retrieving the past for a powerful future. Said differently, it means just go back and get it. And so that's what I began doing, going back and getting the culture from which I came, learning about it, understanding it, embracing it. I never learned to speak the language, but maybe that's somewhere in my future. Because if my story is my grand plan for my future, my connection to my source material for that story, which is Nigeria, Ghana, and the Congo, makes me stand more firmly in the person that I am today. In my practice, in using story to help people look back so they can navigate the future, look back to understand the source material for who they are, the people, places, and experiences that have shaped them, so they can be self-aware, so they can be socially aware. If you don't understand yourself, you can't understand other people. Going back as far as I can go in helping people to understand that we're all in this together. And I think that's the theme, I think, for this notion of storytelling in the diaspora, is that this is community. I'm here because I feel part and oneness with everybody here, from whatever culture or country that you come from. And I think when I think about why that's important to me and why I believe those things, it really is, I've mentioned that I have been westernized. I grew up in America. When I began connecting to my roots back in Africa, I learned that there were words, just one word that could speak volumes about how I could view my place in the world. And an ancient African term, Ubuntu, that is South African, as far as I know. There's two words that I think, if the story is the strategy, the story about these two words that are a greeting and a response to that greeting, that I think make me understand that the source material of from where I come from where my people have come from, has power in it. And the terms that I'm talking about, the exchange of the greeting, Sawubona, Sawubona, expresses the philosophy of what Ubuntu is. And it simply means that when I say Sawubona, it means I see you. And when I respond to hearing Sawubona, I say Sikbona, which means I am here. And the beauty of the response to Sawubona, Sikbona, is that I don't just say that I'm here. I do not exist without you seeing me first. We're so connected that when you greet me, your greeting to me acknowledges me, and I exist for you. Sawubona and Sikbona. The wisdom of the cultures that are on the continent of Africa, and the wisdom of indigenous tribes all over the planet, have the same ethos, the same heart's desire to appreciate that not just the people that are part of our tribe, but the trees that surround the village that we come from, the river that runs through it, the clouds and the stars above it are all connected. The story is the strategy. Understanding the story from where we've come, whatever diaspora you're a part of, going back to our origins before we became industrialized, commercialized, Web 4.0ized. We were one with the people that were part of our village, that were part of our tribe. And when I was recognized as part of that tribe, I exist for that tribe. The story is the strategy. I became more whole and complete as part of the diaspora when I understood the source material from which I come. I made my story better, and thus my strategy, my grand plan for the future is better. And Obehi, this African Diaspora Through Storytelling, is a vehicle for us to hear those stories so all of us can make our strategies better. Thank you for allowing me to come to the stage.
Hello, and thank you for checking out this video. I'm Obehi Ewanfoh, the host of the African Diaspora Storytelling series. Every 2 weeks, we meet up on LinkedIn to talk about different ways we can leverage the power of storytelling as people of African descent. Now, this is it. We are uniting the millions of Africans in the diaspora through the power of our story. It does sound like what you are interested in. Make sure to subscribe to this channel and share this video with your friends who might need it. Now, back to today's conversation. Thank you, Athon. Thank you so much for that. I am really feeling so proud of all of you here. And I am seeing the value for what we are doing here. You see, it is powerful, your narration. Of course, like those that have spoken before, because this is actually a confirmation that what we are doing here makes sense. And that this is not something that we can delegate to somebody else to do for us. We really need to be here live and present, share our experiences, and maybe help other people too to share, because that is one of the things that storytelling does for us. In that another person looking at you like you are like him or her, seeing you stand up and tell your story, how you rise and fall, those things that you like and do not like, those challenges that you have had and how you have overcome them. Now this person suddenly come to realize that, me too, I've gone through these experiences. Maybe I can also share my story. After all, it doesn't happen to me alone. After all, I am not alone in this world. I want to repeat that again. After all, I am not alone. Because somehow, unfortunately, in the African Diaspora community, there are a lot of people that are alone or who feel that they are alone. But I think what situation like what we are doing just now, or what we should continue to do, because, Arthur shared a story with me before. Of course, you're going to be inviting me, that he's reinventing his podcast. I said, this is powerful. The world is waiting for us. The world want to listen to us. There is none of us that cannot do more than we are already doing today, reaching out. I'm speaking mostly within the area of connecting and reaching out to more people. We are powerful. We are full of powers. We are full of possibilities. We are full of energy that we can use to ignite other people. I wanted to see ourselves as candle. You see, you cannot light a candle and put it under your table. Of what use it is? You need to stand on the mountain, let it shine. You are not going to force people to say, hey, come and see me. They will see you because you are a light. There is no way you cannot be seen if we should make sure that your candle is a light. So this is a good thing. I want to believe, I want to repeat again that we are here doing this. We are supposed to do this. We are supposed to be connecting. We're supposed to help other people too to understand that they can do this. I am just an ordinary person. If I can do this, then anybody can do this. In fact, there are many of you there that are better than me. So what we are here essentially saying is, let's reach out our hands and shake. Let's talk.